What's up, everybody? Jess here, LJM Farms. Today I'm working a little bit with a box blade. It's a pretty new implement. Just picked it up here a couple weeks ago, so I don't have a whole lot of time with it, but I thought I'd bring you along today and kind of show you what I'm doing with it, and maybe talk about it just a little bit, so stick around. Yeah, so like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time with it just yet, but it is the BB3596, which is the 35 series 8-footer from Land Pride. And as you can see, maybe you can, there's some shadows there, but that's what it took for me to be able to cover my tracks on this tractor. And it just barely does that. So from what I can tell, I mean, I like the build quality. Some channel, this is channel braces here, that's flat bar, big square tube up front for the shank bar. This mold board here is huge. I think it's a 23-inch mold board is what the specs say, and maybe you can see all the bends that they've got in this thing, and it rolls the dirt really good. Cat 1 and 2 hookups. They do have some gussets in the good places. From what I can tell, it's built really good, and it's Land Pride. I mean, are there better built boxes out there? Probably. Are there a lot worse built boxes out there? Absolutely. Land Pride's a pretty well known brand, and you know, for the most part, I think they make good stuff. And this came down to availability, really, is why I went with this one. I looked at a few others, like your King Cutters, everything attachments. I really would have liked to have had an everything attachments, but I mean, they're 4 to 6-ish months out on everything. But you know, that kind of speaks to their quality. They're in really high demand. So, and I like to see an American company doing good. This one I called my local dealer in Paris, Texas, and said this is what I'm looking for, and the sales guy said I got one here right now. So it just worked out that way. I was kind of surprised, actually, and he was too, that they actually had one there. So I guess it was just meant to be. So but yeah, anyhow, you know, this isn't a long-term review, or yeah, long-term review. I haven't had it very long, but like I said, it's a Land Pride. I don't expect any major issues. It's a box blade. I haven't really abused it, and mainly what I'm going to use it for here is just moving dirt. I will use this to maintain our driveway, level out some spots in the pasture when I clear trees, things like that. And that's the case for this particular spot here. I mentioned in a previous video, the previous landowner had cleaned out this area, cleaned out a pond and dumped all those spoils in this area, and it was just mounds and mounds and mounds of dirt, and I couldn't get in here to do anything with it. So I had to start clearing some of the trees out a little bit at a time, level off a little spot, or knock the top off those mounds where I can get in here. So you can see one spot here, it's a low spot, it's kind of swampy, it collects water. So I'm slowly kind of leveling this off, and there's a high spot up here where he dumped a lot more dirt, so I'm trying to pull all that down this way into these low spots and get that built up, and then I can grade it. This is a hill here, so I want to grade all this together to where the water runs off and doesn't hold water, because that's what this was doing. It was holding water, and like I said, it was a lot of mounds, so you couldn't really get over the mounds, and then if you got any rain at all, the valleys there would hold water, and just kind of be a mess, you know, breed mosquitoes and everything else. So that's what I got going on today, just kind of chipping away at a little bit of time. Don't have a whole lot of time today, but I'm going to get done what I can. It's softball season. Daughter's got some softball games, so you know, it's been a few weeks since I made a video, and that's why, just between work and softball season. But had a little bit of time today, so I thought I'd jump in and shoot some video of this box blade in action. Let's get with it. It's been a feing days since I shot that first couple of clips there you seeing. I made some progress, starting to get that spot down there filled in, that low spot holds water, and we've actually got some rain on and off, so I haven't worked on it just a whole lot. Just when I can catch it dry enough to get out here and move a little dirt. What I wanted to show you right quick is I decided to go ahead and start incorporating these shanks, and that seems to be working really well, especially in this clay. And I don't have them set really low. I've got them set on the setting, I think, where it's even. It says that it's even with the bottom. There's 2 more notches here. I think that's going to be 2 inches below and then 4 inches below, if I remember right. So you know, the first hole I think is like 2 inches above or something like that. But this seems to be working pretty good. And with these shanks set in this setting, and I drop my blade, if it's set right, and I can control it from the cab with the hydraulic top link as I go along and kind of tweak it back or forward just a little bit to get it right. But as soon as it starts digging in, that back blade will catch and it'll tilt this front forward a little bit, and that'll make these shanks kind of start to dig in just enough to really break up this clay. And as the blade kind of fills up, it'll tilt them up just a little bit to where they won't catch anymore, unless I hit a high spot. And that high spot they'll catch, and then that'll go back into the blade, and the blade will catch that and drag it along. And I'm liking that really good. And I'll try to stick the camera over here and get you a decent shot of it, see if I can catch it in action. Pretty much it. I like the way those ripper shanks are working a lot better than it did without them. Just if it was regular dirt, wouldn't be an issue. This clay, it's packed in there real tight, so those shanks really help break it up and let that box blade catch it and then drag it on down the hill. So I still got a lot of material to move. I'll be at this a while, and depending on how the rain goes this spring, I may get it done this spring. But I may have to wait till this summer till we get some sure enough drier weather to get it finished up. But nonetheless, I'm making headway, and plan is to get this all leveled out and get it to where I can get some grass growing in here, and that'll be a lot better than what I had before. Just a bunch of swampy trees and mess. You know, wasn't really useful. So Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, content like this, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe. There will be more. Probably be some more on the Land Pride box blade. That thing is a beast, and really happy with it so far. So subscribe if you hadn't. Check out some of our other videos. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.